Alright, so this is kind of different, but I just wanted to update everybody and see and let everybody know how Lotus is doing. She's home now. Um, she's stable and everything seems to be okay. I just kind of want to tell the story of what's been going on and why we've kind of needed help and and just keep everybody in the loop. So, about 2 weeks ago, Lotus started to. Sorry, I got some notes here. But Lotus started to. She started prolapsing when she started to poop, and that just means her butthole started coming out of her body. It's gross and it's weird, uh, but on let's see, on Wednesday of last week, her prolapses started to become. They started to become longer than they were. It would happen when it first started happening. It was about 10, 20 minutes, and then it would go back inside. But then it started to last a little bit longer, and then on Wednesday it started to be about an hour. And then that's when we knew it was really a concern. The doctor said it wasn't a big problem if it went back inside, but since it started happening a little bit longer, we didn't want anything bad to happen. We were told that sometimes the cells can die and it won't go back in, so we didn't want that to happen. So we scheduled a surgery for her on Thursday, and what they did was they sewed it back in pretty much. They put in sutures to kind of tighten the hole a little bit more, and so that happened on Thursday. And then on Friday night and Saturday, we tried to take Lotus out to the bathroom. I mean, we took her out all day Friday, and nothing really came out, but we weren't really concerned. But it was Friday, and it was during the nighttime after it had been a whole day where nothing had come out. And we got really concerned because she would strain to go, and she'd start walking really funny, and it really just looked like she was backed up, like she really couldn't go. um like it was just all diarrhea, and it was kind of like I don't know how do I explain it. It was like a leaky faucet, I guess, but it was, you could definitely tell there was something clogging it in. Well, that night we drove her to the ER because that wasn't okay, and her normal vet was closed. So then we took her to the ER, and that was at, I don't know, 11:30, 12. And so then that night they redid the sutures, and they said it was probably too tight, so they redid the sutures. They flushed her out. They gave her an enema and cleaned her whole body out. And it's Lotus, but they cleaned her out, and it they said that everything was going to be okay, and just to make sure that try and make sure everything's okay. But we brought her home again, and then that day and night again, she had the same issue pretty much started happening again. But this time, when she tried to go, she, like, I don't know what happened, but she must have like strained against the sutures, and it almost felt like something tore, because when she squatted, she just screamed bloody murder, and like it was just so loud. It was the loudest scream that she's ever made. And like 10 neighbors came out trying to figure out what was going on and what was happening to our dog, and thinking that we were killing her. But lo and behold, she's just trying to poop, and like she just started leaking all over, and like I had poop all over me, and there was poop all over everywhere. And so then we rushed her to the ER again. Getting poop all in the car, and she just couldn't stop. And so it was pretty much just bloody diarrhea all over the place. We wrapped her in blankets and stuff, and she just, I don't know, nothing was helping. So when we brought her to the ER this time, they wanted to, I don't know, they just wanted to run a bunch of tests, just because we really had no idea what the underlying issue was with her. And She got x-rays, CAT scans, mostly to try and figure out what was going on. They were trying to figure out if it was something more underlying and not just like loose muscles or something. They really thought it might have been like a bacterial infection in her stomach, um, or whatever. But so uh, we pretty much went through that whole process of trying to figure out what was going on, and they ran multiple tests. Well, they decided to hold on to her for 48 hours. Well, that's what they told us they were going to do. They were going to hold on to her for 48 hours, and then we were going to just see how things were going to be. And so then what they had done after we went home and they held on to her, they took the sutures out. They completely had undone the surgery that had happened, and over the course of time, they said things started to return to normal. She wasn't straining as much. It wasn't hurting her as much, and things started to seem a little bit more normal. And it's better than what it could have been. They estimated that it probably was some sort of stomach surgery, like some sort of like the intestines had folded in on themselves, and that surgery would have been just unbelievable. That's what they thought it was because of the X-rays that they had done earlier, and so that's what we were expecting, and that's really what kind of brought us into this area where we really need help, because we could take care of the little things that were happening, but that was a huge surgery that we couldn't afford. And well, sorry. Well, after that, we decided to. After that, sorry. After that, we had the talk, and they had told us that after everything had kind of returned to normal, we can take Lotus home again, and that's kind of where we are now. Lotus is home. We're, I don't know, at a good place for now. I haven't taken her to the bathroom yet today, but we're gonna see how that goes. She really seems energetic, loving, happy, and she just wants to play right now. But because of surgery, she has to be in her little cone. And I don't know, she's still got a smile on her face, and she's still happy. She doesn't like the cone, but what dog does. But I just want everybody to know that I am so thankful for all the help and all the support that you have given, and all the prayers and happy thoughts and everything for Lotus, all the following, everything. She's I don't know, she's just the cutest puppy, and I can't imagine not doing all of this for her. So I really appreciate everybody's help and everybody's concern, and I'm glad that I'm able to finally give everybody a true update on what's happening. So thank you.